Hi Melissa, my name's Andrew and I'm the essay corrector here at IELTSpodcast.com. Thanks for submitting this trial correction on international marketing. What normally happens is I'll be reading through sentence by sentence. I'll let you know how well you've responded to the task, how well you structured the essay. I'll also talk about whether the language you used was formal and precise enough, and I'll be correcting some grammar along the way if it's necessary. So primarily, you have a very good command of the English language, particularly in writing. But my one concern really with this piece is that the question specifically mentions international marketing being invasive and intrusive on one side, and on the other side, an economical form of education. So what we've done, we've mentioned it, ideas, culture and language, but we've focused too much on economy. Also, I would have liked to have seen you tie in the idea here that this is why it's seen as invasive and intrusive. Because what you've said is it may be somewhat difficult for a country to adopt these ideas, but it doesn't really give us the idea that it's being considered as invasive. So while you do have a fantastic writing style, you're very, very capable, the task response score for this essay would be lower than the rest of the scores, simply because it doesn't respond precisely to the question. So here, it's quite ambiguous to say compromising effects. And also, you've led with the idea that it's beneficial to the country's economy, but this is not something that's defined in the question. So you've taken your own idea and placed it at the forefront of your response, when we really should have been drilling down into the ideas presented in the question. Also, these background statements at the beginnings of introductions are not necessary. We can completely leave these out. They're not relevant to the question. So if we were to do that, so this would help us to more accurately pin down the ideas in the question. If we write down in our introduction precisely what is expected of us, then it's easier later to stick to it. When writing a paragraph, we can look back and go, oh yes, this is what I'm supposed to be talking about. Also, you should give your opinion in the introduction. So personally, I advocate the latter view. So in the intro, we've done three things. We've discussed the question precisely. We've given our opinion. And we've briefly outlined the ideas that we will use in the body of the essay. Also, we should use such as in place of like. Like is informal for speech, such as formal for writing examples. We culminate in things. Also, I would have liked... This is a really nice sentence. but I would have liked to have seen this explored in just a little bit more detail. See, I'm having to correct very little in terms of grammar and phrasing. Your language ability is great, but we must consider sticking more closely to the task. This paragraph on economy is good. It's very good. But it really should have been more about education, the spread, the dissemination of language, culture, ideas. That comma's not necessary. That's also not that. That's that. So yeah, all in all, your writing style, your writing ability, your English language ability, and your academic writing ability is great. You understand that individual ideas must be contained to individual paragraphs and that those ideas must be fully discussed. You grasp the nature of a conclusion. We've gone over the requirements for an intro. Really, your biggest gains are in responding to the task more precisely. If you can do that, you're looking at more like a 7.5 or an 8 in the writing exam. If you would like to practice more before the exam in responding to the task and having me tell you whether you did, you can subscribe to our course, the link to which is on this very page you're staring at right now. The course actually comes with 8 essay corrections, the idea being that if a student practices on multiple topics, you'll be better prepared for the randomized topic that you'll get in the exam. Over the 8 essay corrections, I would hope to raise you to well above a band 7 in IELTS writing. So I do hope to be seeing some more of your work coming through soon, Melissa. But until then, have a great day, and goodbye for now.